on September 11th, 2001. There was some tragic events that day.
There's one thing that you guys got to understand about this week.
It's Heroes Week. It's 20th anniversary of that tragic attack.
On September 11th, 2001, 19 terrorists hijacked 4 commercial planes and aimed them at America's heart.
That's one of those days that if you were alive at that time, you just snap your fingers and take yourself right back to it.
It was our generation's Pearl Harbor. A lot of these guys weren't even born. Some of them were 1, some of them were 2 or 3 years old.
Have you ever a situation where Americans learned a possible hijack?
I think it's our job as educators and teachers to make sure that they feel like they did live in that moment.
United 175, New York. We have some problems over here right now. We might have a hijack over here, 2 of them.
I was sitting in my office in New York. I was the head coach of the Jets. And it was one of those days, a beautiful day outside, but eventually when I turned the television on, it was not so beautiful.
I was the head coach at the University of Texas. I thought, how awful. Must have been a heart attack, must have been a stroke, something wrong. It's just horrible. We went back to work. Our football operations person at that time walked in and said, Coach, we got some real issues. It looks like maybe terrorism.
We were the closest Power 5 school to the towers, and from our practice field on the horizon, you could actually see the smoke rising from Manhattan.
And then the Pentagon got hit.
A large aircraft came down 395, which is a major highway. It slammed into the building.
I was at the University of Maryland. We had family members of our players that worked at the Pentagon. It hit close to home.
I was the receivers coach at the United States Naval Academy. When the plane hit the Pentagon, it's 30 minutes from the Naval Academy, and you're coaching a bunch of future officers. Football's a game to them, and as soon as they graduate, they become officers in the Marine Corps or the Navy.
United 93, have you got information on that yet?
Yeah, he's down.
He's down?
Yes.
When did he land?
He did not land.
As the day unfolded, the University of Iowa football team reported for its afternoon practice. The 2001 Hawkeyes included a seldom-used senior walk-on fullback named Scott RATHKE.
We had just gotten done with positioning drills and the running back coach. He brought us in. He's like, hey, I just want you guys to look up for a second. And we did. And there I saw in the sky was Air Force One.
Escorted by a pair of fighter jets, Air Force One carried President George W. Bush as he flew from Omaha, Nebraska to Washington, D.C.
I could see the jet stream, and it was just a powerful moment for me. Brought chills to my body.
When his playing career ended, RATHKE's military career began. He joined the Navy and soon became a member of its elite Special Operations Force, the SEALs.
I asked him several years ago, was there some signature moment, some reason he wanted to be a SEAL, and it all went back to that day.
By that event happening, it forever changed my course in my life. This is a calling that I want to be a part of.
That fateful Tuesday is never forgotten. Wake Forest coach Dave Clausen will always remember those who escaped death and those who didn't.
I was the head coach at Fordham University in New York City. My sister worked on the 92nd floor of that second building. And so at that moment, I knew there was a good chance that I had just lost my sister. We found out about 3 hours later that her commuter train that day was 10 minutes late, and she survived. One of the players that I had coached at Fordham, Nick Brandemarty, he was less fortunate. I lost a player I was extremely close with. 2 years ago, we played in the Pinstripe Bowl, and we went to the 9/11 Memorial, and I showed a bunch of players the name Nick Brandemarty, that this is just not some name in granite, but he was just like you guys. And this was a real person that perished right here. So be grateful for what you have.
Everyone honors this day in their own way.
And we're going to wear stickers on our helmet to commemorate it in honor of the people that were lost during 9/11.
They honor the past.
And because of those that have sacrificed greatly, we get the freedom to do what we get to do and enjoy every moment that we have together.
They honor the sacrifice.
We have an opportunity to remember and honor those that lost their lives 20 years ago. Let's do that better than anybody in the country tomorrow.